Hi, my name's Angel and this is Angelik Arts. I'm going to start with a really quick easy one this morning just so that I can test my video. I'm going to make a gift box. So to start you need a square piece of paper. This one is 8 inches by 8 inches. A bone folder or ruler. I say bone folder, this is made of plastic. I assume originally they were made of bone. And a pair of scissors, and I have pencil just so I can do the marks as I go along to make it easier to follow. Okay, so to start you flip your paper over and you're going to fold in half. Use your bone folder to tighten the crease, or you know, if you don't have the bone folder, you can use your fingers. So I always press it down with my fingers first anyway. And the ruler does the same job. There we go. As you can see, this leaves a that was a really wonky cross mark in the centre of the page. Turn your paper and fold each of the 4 corners into that central cross, which I tried to mark to make it easier to see and then messed it up, but never mind. This is the way things go. Fold it up so it looks like an envelope. Once you've got it at this stage, you fold it again to the centre point but lengthways, then unfold. Refold, turn, fold, unfold, turn, fold. So once you've folded it all 4 sides, you unfold it completely and you see that your paper is marked with lots of little squares. Now putting the numbers on the flaps is optional, and I'm literally just doing it for the sake of the video. And so side 1, take your ruler and your pencil and you mark two of your fold lines up. So to here and to here. Turn it round and do it again. The opposite side, so that your piece of paper looks like this. So you can see 1 and 3 have got the lines marked. Then you take your scissors or your knife or whatever method you're using to cut, and you snip to this fold line here. So you're creating a little 4 square flap with a triangle on. You turn it around, so on side 1, and you cut exactly the same to this fold line. Then taking side number 2 and folding it neatly. I'm doing this so roughly, I'm sorry. Roughly. And then side number 4. Then the little flaps that are alongside number 1 here, fold them in using to tighten up your folds, and same opposite, press them nice and tight. Then you take side 2 and 4. Yeah, I did do that right, 2 and 4, and you bring them together so they form this shape. Then you take flap number 1, you tuck it over the join of 2 and 4 and you push it in, and then you turn it round, you take flap 3, you push it in over the sign to the side of 2 and 4, and you join. Then, optionally, not that one, typically I picked up the wrong one, of course, because, you know, why would I be sensible and pick up the correct one? Just got a little double-sided sticky dot, lifting the 4 internal flaps, place the dot on that cross in the centre, can you see that? And then just simply stick each of the crosses, each of the flaps onto that central point to hold it in place. That is optional. It does hold pretty well if you've done neat folding all the way along. And then you have a cute little box. Now, these boxes are ideal for storage, for gifting, for decorating. So, for example, I could now fill this with floral foam, pop a little faux succulent in there. Mind went blank, couldn't remember words. Succulent in there, have it as a little decorative vase. You can use it. This is one made from a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Use it for storage. The way that I make the lids is I just make a second box exactly the same way. You can see I didn't bother to stick that one down. It's still been holding its shape. And because they're paper, the sides fold in nicely and they just tuck in. I mean, if you want to do it another way, you can cut 1 centimetre off 2 sides of a normal thing. Just another example of a little earring back here. You can imagine you have a little pair of earrings on there. You pop it in there. Little gift bags fit inside. Oh, this one is another one from a 12 by 12. I've got sheets of jewellery display foam. So, you know, you could cut that to size to fit your smaller box. Or you could use a bigger box. You can imagine you could fit the whole jewellery set in there. There's earrings, a necklace and a bracelet, for example, if you wished. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10 of them to my left on my storage area. Holding things, like I said. I have personally made them of many sizes. This is a 6 by 6 inch paper. This is an 8 by 8 inch paper. And this is a 12 by 12 inch paper. It works as long as your paper is square. You can just follow the same steps and make all the different sizes. The smallest one I've ever personally made, when it was finished, was a centimetre by centimetre square. And the largest one I've ever made was made out of a roll of wallpaper and was about that big. And I was able to put a cushion in it as a gift for my mother. And they stack, they fit inside each other. They're easy to store. And, you know, if you didn't put the sticky dot in the middle to store them, you can always unfold and just store the piece of paper flat. And then at any given time, you've got a gift box ready to go with just a few folds. And there is a way that if you don't have square paper, so you have rectangular paper, I've already pre-folded this one, but so if you only had rectangular paper, you can simply fold to there, remove this flap. I'm really bad at cutting, but you see, you can remove the fold. So that was a piece of A4 paper with one fold and a cut. I've suddenly got a square paper again. And then you just go straight back into repeating the folds. This is just very thin, flimsy, cheap copy printer paper. But even with this, it's possible to do it. You probably don't need the folder for the thinner papers. It gets a little bit more difficult if you're doing it with cardstock. So I would recommend a nice quality scrapbook paper to make it from. So it's got a little bit of stiffness so it holds shape, but not too much that it becomes difficult to manipulate. And it's that simple, guys. So in the unlikely event that anybody ever actually watches this, give me a like, maybe even subscribe. If I get subscribers, maybe I'll post more videos. I certainly want to, and I'm hoping to. And then just a quick repeat of those final steps. So you've got your two skinny flaps, top and bottom, and the wide flaps to the side. You fold them in and fold in the sides. You then lift them to bring them together. Take the slimmer side, tuck it over the top. Turn it round, take the slimmer side, tuck it over the top. And there, in seconds, even with just cheap, flimsy paper, you've got a reasonably sturdy, quick, easy gift box. You can imagine, yes, I have done it with wrapping paper, wallpaper, as I said, all sorts of things. And you have customizations. As long as you've got a piece of paper and a pair of scissors, you can make it. You know, see the piece, the rectangular piece that I cut off? You could, in theory, I mean, yes, I have actually done this before in the past, turn this into another gift box, but smaller. As you can see, the sheet of A4 paper makes a slightly larger box than an 8x8. So the square is ever so slightly larger. And they just slip in like that. And you see I've made this into square, and yes, it would be possible to do this. And again, with the rectangle. So any size paper, any shape, as long as you can get it into a square, can be transformed into one of my gift boxes. Right, thank you very much for watching, if you have. And if you haven't, doesn't matter. Thank you anyway. I really enjoy doing this. So I guess I will just keep doing them, whether they're required or not. The problem is that they are so easy to make that you end up making hundreds of them. I have some on my dressing table that I keep my makeup in. See, I've got one over here. All my jewellery making pliers are living in there. It really is, the use is limited only by your imagination. And it does mean that everything that you own can be put into pretty boxes. If you're into like colourful decorating or organising, and everything is the same. You can custom make the boxes to any colour, size or design that suits you. And really, how expensive is a sheet of paper? Right, because that A4 sheet of paper, I could get 1, 2, 3 different sized boxes out of. And again, I mean, I don't know what you would keep in a box this small, but they are possible. They can be made. Maybe to gift a ring. See, they can go small and small and smaller. As long as you're able to manipulate the paper, you're able to make it into the thing. I mean, we did the very tiny one that I used. It was actually to gift a Pandora bead, and it literally just fit inside the box, exactly the right size. And again, look, there's another one of my boxes that I use to store items in. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I hope I will see you again soon. Bye!